Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation be to the hopeful elect. You know, as in this gospel, brother, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, wherever it may be. It's the Akim Mahalaya coming back with another lesson through the Spirit, Lord, so we'd be edifying. This video was uploaded by one of the brothers. It looks like a cloud, a gigantic cloud. That's right over the horizon of these people that's filming it. Now I don't know where this is at. The brother didn't type it in the description. All we know, this looks like some type of storm cloud of a sudden that's completely over the horizon. But ever since CERN opened up, it's been a lot of strange phenomena on the left hand and the right hand side. Okay, because through the Spirit you can speculate that this is a chariot. Okay, which is basically right hand energy, but evil to you people, because a lot of you people are going to be getting jacked up by these very vehicles that you're seeing, or that you've been seeing, like the movie Nope that came out about 3 weeks ago. Mixed reviews. Certain brothers liked it, certain brothers didn't like it. Me personally, it was okay, but it was kind of off because you had Jakes fighting against the chariots, and the way that they took it out, it was just like, really, you know. But other than that, I did enjoy the effects, and just to see the chariot on the big screen, it was pretty amazing, and it was kind of unsettling seeing that thing. So just imagine when all hell breaks loose, and when these particular ships show up in your local cities and in your local neighborhoods, and literally start chasing you and zapping you down in the streets, man. Because this is coming to Babylon. It's already here, okay? Chariots are out there. Like, that's the Spirit. I had a dream last night. It was me and three like Edomite, it was like some 3 Edomite cops surrounding me, and we was looking in the sky, and we saw these chariots, and we was pointing up, and all of a sudden an angel came to me and snatched me up and grabbed me and threw me against the wall and looked at me like, man, what the fuck is you doing, you know? I don't really know what it meant, but basically, man, you know, he was just saying, hey, look, the time is nigh, you know, these people are the enemy, don't forget that, you know, and basically saying how we can fuck y'all ass up if we want to. You know, but he immediately got me away from those 3 Edomites and pulled me back because they were cops. He was like, look, man, you out of here for your own good, you know. These are wicked. These are the devil. But how I knew it was an angel, because we was in the sky witnessing chariots. And the angel face, basically, he looked like a brother I know. You know, what, I don't know him, but I've seen him. And, you know, he's coming on videos, man. And I'm not going to put it out there. But nonetheless, he appeared in my dream as an angel. And angels have very fierce countenance, man. Okay, and they're getting ready to wreck shop on you people. You know, he was more like admonishing me to keep pushing, and that these people are getting ready to get jacked up. You know, I kind of took it from that, but at the same time, how the Most High can pounce on each and every last one of us, man, because he snatched me up, like, get your ass away from them, and push me back, like, come here, you know. And I was looking at him like, oh, shit, you know, hey, this is real, you know. So it's getting ready to get real out here, and this is a fearful sight, okay, because, I mean, like I say, this can be a gigantic ship, because whether this is photoshopped or not, which I highly doubt, but you don't see it nowhere else. It's just completely over this horizon here. And it's kind of remind me of the mountain that Edra saw, which was actually a chariot that Yahushua came in. Okay, so we're going to get a couple of precepts. Not going to be a long lesson by far, but this is the book of Acts 13, and I'm going to start at verses 40. It says, beware therefore lest that come upon you which is spoken by the prophets. And what's that? Judgment, destruction, okay, all hell breaking loose, death. It says, behold, ye despisers, and wonder. And who is it talking about? It's talking about you Israelites first and foremost. It says, and perish, for I will work a work in your days, a work in which ye should in no wise believe, though a man declare it unto you. Okay, and what is that? Talking about waking our people up. Okay, coming into the fruition of waking up the Black, Hispanic, and Native American, because Esau wasn't counting on us waking up, though he knew the prophecy of Ezekiel 37, Jake standing upon their feet, becoming a great army. Okay, breaking down the 12 tribes, etc. Esau understood the prophecy, but he felt like through his carnality and his trillions of dollars to hide the truth and to bunk it, he felt like, well, what's a few words? What's a few words in a book that was written by man? I got a few $1 billion that's gonna fix that. So he really thought in his think tanks and his cover-up programs, all right, and his money and his technology, he really thought that he was going to cover up this truth and understanding, but the Most High put him in a trick bag, because it came out a while back, and I believe the apostles brought it out, basically stating that Edomite asked him, he was like, how the hell did y'all find out? He said some type of Edomite yelled out of a limousine when they used to preach on 34th and 7th. They said Edomite in a limousine yelled out the window, "Rich Edomite, how the hell did y'all find this out?" Meaning, how did we find out who we were? Because while you Jakes are scoffing and scorning us because we're trying to teach our heritage to you, you find fault with it, man. All because you want to remain here in America and being black. Well, I got news for you, Jakes, man. Being black ain't no excuse to stay stupid and dumb. Okay? No matter if you put off the first love, which is this truth, Yahweh Shai. No matter if you feel some type of way about what's being brought out because it don't adhere to your Babylonian morals. It doesn't matter. You're not held. You don't have an excuse, because once you hear this truth and you reject it, then hey, you're marked. Okay? And this judgment here, when these ships really show up in real form, when they actually to display what they really are, this is going to be a fearful sight. Like the scriptures say, men's hearts fell in them of fear for the things that's coming upon the earth. Okay? And this is here. Look at this. This is unsettling, man. Okay? Look like something from Independence Day. Wow. And that kind of reminded me of what the brother saw about 2 weeks ago out here in Kansas City, man. I was setting up some prayers, and all of a sudden the Lord answered those prayers, man. And the brother literally texted us like 30 minutes later. He said, "Look at the sky, brothers." And it was like almost like a blanket. It was like a ship, but it was kind of like a living organism. It was crazy, man. Matter of fact, I may upload it as a thumbnail, but I have to go through and find it. But nonetheless, man, the brother saw something similar, but it just wasn't as dark and brown as this. It was more in a tone of a grayish hue in the sky, man. So yeah, Yahweh Shai, they're moving, they're acting out here. Okay, so this is the book of 2nd Esdras 13, and I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea," and the sea is talking about the heavens, okay, the Shemayim, the waters, "that it moved the waves thereof. And I behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven," which is talking about the innumerable Salakia, talking about the innumerable amount of angels, okay, the heavenly host. Precept Revelation 19. It says, "And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him." Why is that? Because, hey, I don't think this does it justice from what he saw in the vision, because what he saw in the vision was an actual ship, okay? This looks like a ship, but it's in the form of a cloud, okay, storm clouds, but it's weird how it's formulating a circumference, okay? But what Esdras saw was an actual ship, okay? So just imagine this, but being an actual ship, okay, in diameter, speed, okay, the look, the agility, and not clouds, but an actual metallic ship. That's gonna bug a lot of people out, man, okay, because it's otherworldly, so to speak. And it says here, "And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, they all burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when they feel the fire," okay, those laser beams. "And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the men that came out of the sea." Right, this is talking about the militaries, the Russians, the Iranians, okay, the British, the French, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Americans, the Canadians, all the world's military. Because remember, this is in the midst of the war of Armageddon and World War III. So all this happened simultaneously. So while they're fighting each other, Yahweh Shai popped up, because if he didn't come to save the elect, no flesh will be saved due to this nuclear war. That's how bad it's going to get on the planet Earth. And it says here, "And but beheld, and lo, he graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it," which shows you that the man of the Lord is going to be able to fly, because Yahweh Shai flew upon it, meaning he can fly. Okay? It says, "But I would have seen the region or place wherever the hill was graven, and I could not," because that's how big it was. And it says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him was so afraid, yet does fright." Okay, and that shows you how fearful this sight was when he came on the planet Earth, because it said they was afraid, but he put the spirit on them to fight. So you got to know that that was a sight to see, man. Okay, like when you see something that's literally bone chilling, like to the point you can give up the ghost. That's how fearful the chariot was, and it's because it was otherworldly, and it's just something that they've always feared, and something that they tried to prepare for, but they felt like it wasn't going to be a distant or a closer reality, so to speak. Basically, their worst fears became reality, because they knew about the chariots, but they wasn't really banking, so to speak, on it to come, but they knew. But basically, the Lord brought their worst fears before them, because the scriptures say I would choose their delusions, you see? So man, this is going to be a hell of a day, brothers, and we're right around the corner from it. Lord's will. It says, and after this, lo, which were gathered together to subdue him, was so afraid, yet does fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, okay, because they were shooting, they was literally trying to take the Lord out. They was shooting at this big ship, shooting nuclear missiles, rockets. They was firing off at it, man. That's why it says the violence of the multitude that came. He neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as had been a blast of fire, and out of his lip a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, and the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that of a sudden of an innumerable multitude, that's how many people it was. Because remember, China got 1 million-man army just alone. And nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke. And I saw this, I was afraid, man. Okay? So that's the point. It's going to be crazy out here. Because remember, the scripture said that the earth rocked to and fro like a drunkard. So in the midst of World War III, and in the midst of that, America is pretty much in the process of being destroyed as well. So it's going to be some shit, brothers, man. So we're seeing things slightly, but things are getting ready to be realer than real. Okay? The movies are getting ready to be the reality. Like Jake used to get on us for quoting movies and comparing the scriptures to the movies, but we're living in a movie, man. Okay, that's why this is called the scripts. Okay, you got the two main players, Jacob and Esau, with the side dishes of Ishmael, Moab, Ammon, okay, Elam, Ham, etc. You know, but anyway, one last precept, Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, which proves reincarnation, by the way, vocab, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. So with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, shalom and a blah.